In today's video, I'm so excited because I'm going to share with you a swatching video of this gorgeous paint set by Kristy Rice. If you don't know Kristy Rice and who she is yet, you must be been living in a cave this whole time. But if you're into watercolor loose florals, she has an amazing YouTube channel. Go check it out. And she is so inspirational and motivational for me when I first started out painting, because she really has a unique way, a unique approach to loose florals, and mostly she talks about how much joy art can bring, and the whole point of art is for joy. So do go check it out. Not only does she have an amazing YouTube channel, she also makes these amazing watercolor supplies. So she sent me this gorgeous paint set to review, to try out, and I was over the moon when I received them because if you know me and my style, I love bright loose florals. So her palette is almost like a perfect fit to my whole artistic supply palette, and I just really can't wait to delve into them. So in this video, I will be swatching the paints twice. Once on her little swatch sheet here and once on actual watercolor paper to just see how it flows and how transparent it is. And also in my next video, a few days after this goes live, I will be painting for you this floral bouquet from her palette. I tried to squeeze that part into this video as well, but it just got too long, so I've decided to break it up into two parts. But this is the swatching video, and if you want to see how the color flows, what my thoughts are on this paint set, yeah, let's dive right into the video. All right, here it is, the Art for Joy's Sake palette by Kristy Rice. Her beautiful handmade watercolor that she has sent me, and I'm going to review it today. Let's open it up and see how we go. All right, so it comes in a beautiful metal tin that is beautifully decorated with these flowers. Making art for joy's sake, that's her tagline. And let's see. Oh, this is very pretty. These are half pans, and if you are familiar with these type of palettes, you can actually remove the whole thing and everything becomes like a very nice surface to mix your paint. So a couple of different wells, or you can just leave it in here. And I am just loving these colors, and let's give it a spray, and I'll be swatching it on this little sheet that she has provided. It's not watercolor paper, but I thought since there are little sections here for me to paint in, why not, okay? And another thing that I really think is very cool is that each of the colors have a name, and the names are words that are all words of encouragement to how to paint freely and joyfully. I'm just gonna do the swatching here first on this, and I'm gonna spray it down generously with water to activate it a little bit. I'm just using my regular size 6 Princeton Heritage brush, and first one is Tend. Test your colors here. Tend is this, I think we start from here, this teal color, and I must say I don't use this color in my palette at all. It's a, I guess some brands would call it peacock color, but it is very pretty. Immediately just putting the pigment down, it's buttery, it's activated really well, and I actually love it. And it's a cool green, and it's called Tend. Beautiful. Let's go down into Delve, which is a brownish color here, very similar to a burnt umber. Yep, this is a burnt umber, very familiar burnt umber kind of color, and it will be very useful for stems and bark, and a very great little color to have in a palette. And then we go into Fierce, and I love this. It's almost like Fire Engine Red, but not too lipsticky. This is actually quite scarlety, so definitely a color I would use as well. Very much and very appropriate for florals. All right, sweet. This is lovely. It's a beigey kind of color, almost skin tone like. I don't usually use this color very much, but I can definitely see how this can make just very beautiful, soft florals, buds and things like that. All right, this one's interesting. It's called Calm. Again, certainly a color I don't use. I mean, I don't even know how to describe this color. It's a green, definitely a green. Please excuse the cockatoos that are screeching out there. As you might know, I live in Australia and Victoria and in the countryside where these silver-crested cockatoos can be very, very loud. All right, this Calm, yes, it's a green, it's a beige. Very, very interesting. I don't know when or where I'm gonna use it and how, but let's see. All right, Fearless. Now, Fearless, oh my gosh. That is bright. That's highlighter yellow. A beautiful highlighter yellow that pops. I do have a neon palette, but I think this is even more brighter than the other one that I have. Okay, gorgeous. Let's move on to Flow. And appropriately, Flow is blue. This is very, I don't know, ultramarine, I think. Not quite even. It's very primary blue, but I love it. Definitely will use this blue to mix up some nice purples with the pink. And then we have Punchy. Ooh, it's actually a very nice purple. I must say I don't have a purple that out of the tube or out of the palette I actually enjoy using, and I think this is nice. It's called Punchy. Definitely will be using that quite a lot. All right, and then we're going into the pink. This one's Passion, and I would consider this an opera pink or neon pink. 100% will use this in my florals. And then let's go into Blossom, which is like a peach tone. Again, it's something I'll probably mix with other things. I'm not sure if I use it on its own. Very nice, also quite neutral color. Oh, and then we have Growth, which is, I would consider this an olive green or green gold. Beautiful, yes, 100% I will use it. And then finally Thrive. What is Thrive? It looks like a very even, it's a gold. It's definitely gold. Mustardy yellow gold, I would call this. Gorgeous, very versatile color to be used on leaves, on flowers. Lovely. Okay, so this is not watercolor paper, so it's not bleeding as well as I like it to be, but I think it's just a fun exercise to do that here on the little swatch sheet. All right, so now I am going to actually swatch the colors again on my regular watercolor paper. This one is actually just 50% cotton. It's an Etchelab watercolor A5 size, and I think it's gonna be a really nice way to swatch out the 7 colors here on the palette. And I've written down all the names in black ink, so we can even like have a look at how transparent each of the pigments are. Okay, let's start with Flow. And this is gorgeous. By the way, super buttery paint, and it's super vibrant. And as you can see, it's lovely and transparent. You can still see the words coming from underneath. And when lightened up, it is beautiful. Now this will make very beautiful water or sky, super versatile blue, and even blue flowers. Okay, let's go Punchy. I just love this purple because I don't have a purple that really out of the tin or box that I enjoy just using, like a convenience purple. And I just love it. I just love how it flows and lightening up the color. It's also beautiful. You can paint lilacs and purple irises with it. All right, and then Passion. You can't fault this wonderful buttery opera pink. Bright, almost neon. And you always need a bright opera pink like this if you want to paint bright florals like I do. So gorgeous. All right, Blossom here is like a peachy, orangey type color, and I don't have or use this very often, I must say. This would be good for maybe skin tones or just a lighter peachy floral bloom. I like it. It flows really well. And then Growth, which is a beautiful, almost gold green, like a greenish gold, olive green even. Beautiful. It's bright, it's vibrant, and I'm really loving even just these 5 colors, how it looks here. It just flows so well. It's so bright, guys. Ooh, Thrive. Okay, this one is like a mustardy, goldy yellow. So it's a warm yellow, but it's not dull. It's super bright. It's almost like I said, it's got a gold tinge to it. It's going to be super useful to add a bit of excitement into any composition you have of flowers. All right, let's go into the next row, and this one's Tend, and it's like a very bright peacock green. It's the color I don't use a lot, but I can see how this cool green can create some really fun colors in your florals and leaves. Let's go into Delve, and this is definitely a burnt umber, beautiful burnt umber, bright, crisp and clear, vibrant, and it even like bleeds out into something beautiful that you can use for bricks. Definitely a tree trunk, flower stems type color. Always need a good neutral. All right, the next one is definitely something you need to have. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. It is Fierce, and I love how it bleeds out. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This one is Sweet. Oh, so sweet. Also like a very soft pink, very baby pink, you know, skin tones for white people, I suppose. Whereas Blossom would be skin tone for Asians. And yeah. And then we go into Calm. Ooh, this is so interesting. Like I said, I have not used this sort of color before. Oh, it's a bit of green mixed in there. Almost like a buff titanium. I don't know. Interesting. Calm is interesting. All right, and finally, last but definitely not least, Fearless, which is this insane pop of neon highlighter yellow, which is still very transparent, as you can tell. And I believe it's a fugitive color, so not light fast if you're looking for light fastness. But there you go. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy now. I'm so happy I had a chance to film this, to swatch this while my kids are out with dad today. And I'm so excited that I'm going to paint a floral piece with this palette to see how it actually works in practice. All right, so here we go. And there you have it, my review and my thoughts on this beautiful Making Art for Joys paint set by Kristy Rice. I really can't wait to really use this in my paintings. In fact, I did paint a beautiful, big, large, bright watercolor floral, and you will be able to watch it in the next video. I will put it here in the end card. But if you're just watching this within the first few days, you might need to wait a couple of days before that video goes live. So other than that, thanks for watching this. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Find me on Instagram. I'm at crystaltanart if you want to say hi. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.